major dating red flags you shouldn't ignore. When dating, it's easy to overlook red flags, especially when emotions are involved. However, recognizing these warning signs early can save you from heartbreak, toxicity, and emotional exhaustion. Below are some major dating red flags that should never be ignored. 1. Manipulative behavior. What it looks like. They guilt trip you into doing things you're uncomfortable with. They twist situations to make you feel responsible for their actions or emotions. They gaslight you, making you doubt your own reality, that never happened, you're too sensitive, etc. They use passive-aggressive behavior or silent treatment to control your responses. Why it's dangerous. Manipulation erodes your self-confidence and independence. Over time, you may feel trapped or conditioned to prioritize their needs over yours. Red flag rule: if you feel confused, constantly blamed, or emotionally drained after interactions, step back and reassess. 2. Inconsistent actions and words. What it looks like. They say one thing but do another. I really like you, but never put an effort to see you. They give mixed signals, sometimes they're affectionate, other times they're distant. They make promises but rarely follow through. Why it's dangerous. It creates emotional instability, leaving you anxious and second-guessing where you stand. It's a sign they might not be serious about the relationship or respect your time. Red flag rule: watch what they do, not just what they say. Actions always speak louder than words. 3. Insecurity and possessiveness. What it looks like. They get jealous over harmless things, your friends, work, hobbies. They constantly seek reassurance about your feelings or loyalty. They try to control who you talk to, where you go, or what you wear. They accuse you of flirting or cheating without any valid reason. Why it's dangerous. Unchecked insecurity often turns into controlling behavior. Over time, it can lead to emotional manipulation or even toxic dependency. Red flag rule: a secure partner won't need to control or guilt trip you to feel valued in a relationship. 4. Lack of healthy communication. What it looks like. They avoid serious conversations and brush off important topics. They shut down, stonewall, or give you the silent treatment instead of discussing issues. They blame you or deflect responsibility instead of acknowledging problems. Why it's dangerous. Healthy relationships are built on open, honest, and respectful communication. Poor communication creates emotional distance, misunderstandings, and unresolved tension. Red flag rule: if you constantly feel unheard, dismissed, or invalidated, communication will only get harder over time. 5. Inability to have constructive discussions. What it looks like. Every disagreement turns into a full-blown argument. They refuse to acknowledge your feelings or apologize when wrong. They bring up past mistakes to win arguments instead of resolving issues. Why it's dangerous. No relationship is without challenges, but how conflicts are handled determines its health. If they can't discuss problems maturely, future conflicts will only escalate. Red flag rule: if someone sees arguments as a battle to win rather than an opportunity to understand, it's a toxic pattern. 6. Loyalty and trust issues. What it looks like. They are secretive about their phone, messages, or whereabouts. They flirt with others, dismissing your concerns as overreacting. They lie about small things, making you doubt their honesty. They accuse you of being disloyal without reason. Why it's dangerous. A relationship without trust breeds insecurity, stress, and unhappiness. Constant suspicion or dishonesty can be emotionally exhausting. Red flag rule: if they can't be upfront and transparent, they are hiding something or lack maturity to build trust. 7. Disrespecting boundaries. What it looks like. They push you to do things you're uncomfortable with, physically, emotionally, or mentally. They make you feel guilty for setting personal limits. They don't respect your time, space, or need for independence. Why it's dangerous. Disregarding boundaries often leads to toxic and abusive behaviors. A healthy partner should respect your limits without making you feel bad. Red flag rule: a loving relationship is one where you feel safe setting and enforcing your boundaries. 8. Lack of effort and one-sided relationship. What it looks like. You're always the one initiating conversations, plans, or showing care. They make little to no effort to understand your needs or interests. They only engage when they want something, but disappear when you need them. Why it's dangerous. Relationships require mutual effort. If you're the only one trying, it's not a partnership, it's emotional labor. Red flag rule: if you feel more drained than fulfilled, you're giving too much while receiving too little. 9. Emotional unavailability. What it looks like. They struggle to express emotions or open up about personal feelings. They keep conversations surface level and avoid deep connections. They dismiss or minimize your emotions, you're overthinking, you're being dramatic. Why it's dangerous. A relationship without emotional intimacy leads to loneliness and disconnection. If they don't open up, they won't be able to support or understand your emotional needs. Red flag rule: if they can't meet you emotionally, they aren't ready for a real relationship. 10. Avoiding commitment or defining the relationship. What it looks like. They avoid labeling the relationship or keep things in the gray area. They give vague answers when asked about the future. They treat you like a partner but refuse to commit. They say, "I'm not ready for a relationship," but continue to enjoy relationship benefits. Why it's dangerous. It keeps you stuck in a situationship, wasting time on someone who isn't serious. If they truly wanted to be with you, they wouldn't hesitate to commit. Red flag rule: if they avoid commitment but still want your time and affection, they're using you to fill a void without offering real stability. Final message: don't ignore red flags. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. You deserve a partner who is honest, respectful, emotionally available, and willing to put in effort. A healthy relationship adds to your happiness, it doesn't drain it. If you see these red flags, don't ignore them. Walk away before you invest too much in someone who doesn't value you.